The number of school employees being assaulted on the job is rising in Texas. More than 2,600 assaults on educators were reported last school year. That's according to new data from the Texas Education Agency. Investigator Kelly Wiley is digging deeper into the data and tracking what happens after teachers are hurt in the classroom.
When Tiffany Robinson began teaching in Texas, she never imagined she'd be writing this letter 18 years later.
Jarrell ISD trustees, I am writing to formally resign from my position as chemistry teacher at Jarrell High School effective immediately. Just a lot of disappointment. You just get worn down.
The last straw, she says, was on a pep rally day at Jarrell High School when she says a rowdy group of students eager to leave class got in her face.
Cussing me and telling me, F you, you're going to make me late to my next class. And they were getting up out of their chairs and coming forward, and it was getting ready to get out of control.
By the time the bell finally rang, Robinson decided this would be the end of her near 2-decade teaching career.
I was crying, went to the associate principal, and I told her, I said, I'm done, I'm resigning. I'm not doing this. I'm not taking this anymore.
Jarrell ISD officials told us they work hard with campus police and administrators to build an environment where teachers can perform their duties without fear, harassment, or violence. They also said schools need additional funding for security initiatives and mental health resources. The incident in Robinson's classroom stopped short of any physical assault, but new data from the Texas Education Agency shows the number of assaults perpetrated by students against school staff statewide rose 18% last school year compared to the year before.
It's definitely increased, probably for several factors.
Zeph Capo is the president of the Texas chapter of the American Federation of Teachers, an organization representing more than 65,000 educators.
The lack of behavioral supports, the lack of mental health services that we've seen in the state of Texas, none of our mental health providers, whether it's counselors, social workers, psychologists, meet the recommended student to professional ratios in the state of Texas.
Under Texas law, teachers who are assaulted at school can request what's called assault leave, paid days to recover from physical injuries that can't be deducted from the employee's personal accrued leave. The law says districts must immediately approve assault leave once it's requested. But our analysis of district policies found if a district later determines an incident didn't meet the criteria, the district can retroactively deny the request.
If something doesn't rise to the level where it gets approved, for example, by a workers' comp doctor, then a teacher may actually lose their own personal leave to heal from an assault. Not every assault results in a teacher being hospitalized or needing, acute medical care follow-up. But, sometimes you don't want to go back in the classroom the next day.
KXAN analyzed data from Central Texas school districts between 2018 and last school year. Among the 29 Central Texas districts that responded to our survey, district officials reported at least 340 assaults on employees in that time frame. But those districts received far fewer assault leave requests and approved just 46 requests collectively. Robinson says she hadn't planned on retiring for several more years. But at 56, she's starting a new chapter and a new career in real estate.
I don't want to go back. It's just disappointing. It's just disappointing. The problems have gotten worse through the years, and I don't see it getting better.
So far for this upcoming legislative session, starting in January, lawmakers have not pre-filed any bills to address assaults on educators. There hasn't been significant legislation on this issue since 2019, when lawmakers added harassment to a list of behaviors for which a student must be removed from the classroom. In Austin, Kelly Wiley, State of Texas.
Nationwide, teachers are also reporting higher numbers of physical violence and aggression at schools. A 2024 study from the American Psychological Association found a sharp rise in teachers reporting threatening aggression and physical violence. Researchers found there were even more reports than before the pandemic. You can read our full investigation right now on our website. Just look for the link in this week's State of Texas story. A battle brewing over monarch butterflies.
I love the monarchs, but we've got to come up with a different plan. This is just absolutely too much.
The worries that protecting their species could harm Texas communities.